A very good morning to all. Welcome to class 11th economics revision class of the chapter theory of demand. In the previous class we have covered the revision of the chapter introduction, and now we are starting the revision of theory of demand. First of all, you must know that what is the meaning of demand. So we'll simply say that demand is basically a desire backed by ability to pay and willingness to pay, which means the quantity which I'm willing to buy at a particular price, that is known as demand. Which means demand is ultimately I wish to get an ice cream plus I have money plus I am ready to pay. That is the demand. Which means demand includes three things. Demand includes your desire, that means you wish to buy the ice cream, plus the desire must be backed by the money, which means you must have the money to pay for that. So there should be the ability to pay, and your willingness to pay should also be there. आप खर्च करना चाहते हो, कई बार होता है I have money but I don't want to pay for that, right? So demand is basically backed by three terms, three things: desire plus ability to pay and willingness to pay. So demand can be simply defined as it is the quantity of a commodity which a consumer is willing to buy at a particular price and time. That is known as demand. Demand is basically, when we are saying that what is demand, demand of a commodity refers to the quantity of a commodity which a consumer is willing to buy at a particular given price in a given period of time. Now the question arises, next question is law of demand, or the terms related to this. Let's study that. Law of demand. First of all, you should know that what are the factors which affect the demand of commodity. What are the factors which affect the demand of the commodity? Remember those factors which affect the demand of the commodity. The demand of the commodity is basically affected by many factors. What are those factors which are affected by the demand of commodity? Yes, these are the factors. सबसे पहले तो the price of commodity itself affect the demand of commodity. For example, if its price will increase, the demand will fall. If the price will fall, the demand will increase. तो सबसे पहले तो price जो है वो खुद ही affect करता है उसको. Then income of the consumer also affect the demand of commodity. Income affects the demand of commodity in two ways. Remember those two ways: normal goods and inferior goods. Normal goods के basis पर, inferior goods के basis पे. Then जो price of commodity है वो मैंने आपको बता दिया. Then on the basis of the types of product, for example, whether that is the complementary goods or inferior or substitute goods, right? Then we have habit of the or we can say that taste and preferences. If consumer likes the taste of the product, then it increases the demand, and if consumer do not like the taste of the product, it decreases the demand. All right, so let's see what is the demand, law of demand. So law of demand simply says that other things being constant, other things means other factors, price के अलावा जो demand को affect कर सकते हैं, all those other factors. So other factors remaining constant, when price of the commodity falls, its demand expands or its demand rises, and when price of the commodity rises, its demand falls. That is known as law of demand. So law of demand basically a situation where we say that other factors remaining constant, price of a commodity is inversely related to its demand. When price increases, demand falls. When price falls, demand increases. That is known as law of demand. All right. Okay. After that, law of demand, if we see the schedule, just have a look at that. The price is falling 50, 40, 30, 20. Hypothetical schedule this is. And quantity demanded is increasing. The quantity 1, 2, 3, 4. Accordingly, we simply say that the demand curve has left to right downward sloping. So the demand curve is left to right downward sloping. It slopes left to right downwards. All right. Now, what are the exceptions to law of demand? The question arises, what are the exceptions to law of demand? Exceptions means where law of demand does not apply or where law of demand does not work, right? I told you in the class when I taught this chapter that law of demand is basically a general behavior, not a must behavior, because laws in economics are general, means generally it happens, but it is not that it will happen for sure. So what are the exceptions to law of demand? In the exceptions, we can say exceptions means where the law of demand is not applying, जहाँ पे law of demand apply नहीं कर रहा. जैसे Giffen goods, in the case of Giffen goods, Veblen goods, showcase जहाँ हम ज़्यादा करते हैं, future price change, demonstration effect, essential goods, change in fashion or habit or preferences, habit and addictions, climate, all these things we have already discussed. That why law of demand doesn't apply here. For example, if you know that in future the price of the commodity will be changed. If suppose you know that in future the price of commodity will be changed. Suppose the price of commodity is going to be decreased in future. Now, today what you will do? Will you buy more products today? As a consumer, I will not buy more products today. Why? I will not buy the more product. Why? Because I feel that in future when product will be, the price will be reduced, जब future में उसका price reduce हो जाएगा, I will buy product in future only. ठीक? Same way, fashion, change in fashion. अगर किसी commodity का fashion change हो जाता है, trend change हो जाता है, you know उसके अंदर भी यही problem फिर आती है. अगर suppose किसी भी commodity का fashion change हो जाता है या trend change हो जाता है, उसका इफेक्ट फिर यही निकल के आता है कि ट्रेंड चेंज हो जाने से या फैशन चेंज हो जाने से चाहे वो चीज कॉस्ट कम हो जाती है उसकी, बट स्टिल you don't buy that commodity because that is not in trend, you know, that is not in fashion. So I have already explained all these things. Let's move further. Reasons behind the law of demand. That what are the reasons behind the law of demand? Okay, this I explained you the individual demand or market demand. Market demand, I explained you that market demand is the sum total of the quantity of commodity demanded by all the consumers in the market. For example, if I'm talking about there are consumer A, B, C, then all the consumers jointly demanding the good on a various prices are known as market demand. Suppose as you can see here that the price is 10862 and quantity demanded by A, quantity demanded by B by C. If I join that A, B, C की demand अगर मैं मिलके join कर दूं तो I'll be getting the market demand. ठीक? Then market demand is basically flatter than individual demand curves. क्यों होगी flatter curve? Because market demand is the horizontal summation of all individual demands ना. Demand A plus demand B plus demand C तीनों का मिला करके market demand बनेगा. तो of course that will be more flatter in nature. Now the main question arises, what is the difference between change in demand and change in quantity demanded? What is the difference between change in demand and change in quantity demanded? Now see the difference, that what is the difference between change in demand and change in quantity demanded. When we talk about change in demand, so I'll simply say that it is rise or fall in demand due to factors other than price. Change in demand is rise or fall in demand due to change in factors other than price, which means whenever due to the other factors than price there is change in demand, that is basically change in demand. And whenever the demand changes due to the price, whether rise or fall, that is known as change in quantity demanded. What we call change in demand, what is the other name of change in demand? Tell me please, what is the other name of change in demand? You know, the change in demand other name is shift in demand, and the change in quantity demanded's other name is movement along a demand curve. So that is movement along a demand curve. In change in demand, what happens? In change in demand, the demand curve will shift to right or left, because here the demand is changing. So whether the demand curve will shift to left or right. But when we talk about change in quantity demanded, what happens in this case? Change in quantity demanded, इस केस में जो demand है that basically changes. The change in quantity demanded में the demand changes, I mean because of price, right? So either there will be the expansion or there will be the contraction. You remember that? I think we have already covered the difference of expansion versus contraction, rightward versus leftward. So I hope you all remember that. See, factors that cause a demand curve to shift. Shift means there will be a new demand curve. So of course, we will talk about the other factors only, like income of the consumer, which affects the demand curve to shift left, right or left, taste and preferences, expectations of future price, the price of related goods, population. These all factors are there, which basically shifts the demand curve to right, all right, or left. Now, let us study what are the normal goods and inferior goods. What are the normal goods and inferior goods? You know, normal and inferior, both goods are basically related with the income. Normal and inferior, both goods are first of all related with the income only, right? So normal goods are basically those goods which are somewhere called that which have positive impact of change in income. For example, if income increases, then the demand for normal good also increases, and if income decreases, then the demand for normal good also decreases, right? So as income increases, the demand increases. As income falls, the demand falls. As income falls, the demand falls. This is known as normal goods. Like luxury cars are there, seafood, jewelry, homes. These are considered to be the normal goods. इनको थोड़ा सा अच्छे goods माना जाता है. इनकम अगर आपकी बढ़ती है तो इन गुड्स की डिमांड बढ़ती है. इनकम कम हो जाती है तो इन गुड्स की डिमांड कम हो जाती है. Where we talk about the inferior goods, then if income increases, the demand falls. If income falls, the demand increases, which means these goods have the negative impact of income. For example, top ramen, used cars, or used clothes. So it is considered to be more inferior as compared to the normal one. Just have a look where we are explaining the effect of demand curve of normal good due to increase in income. See, diagram देखिए please up. Let me just annotate it. See, this we are considering quantity to be on the x-axis, and we are taking price of product to be on the y-axis, as we always do. We are not going to show income here on the y-axis. We'll be just taking the relationship of price and demand only. This is the normal situation. ये normal situation है बेटे. जब प्राइस नॉर्मल कोई भी 100 प्राइस है, सपोज 100 क्वांटिटी है, दिस इज द नॉर्मल सिचुएशन, and this is the normal demand curve, which is left to right. Now question arises, if the income increases, income increase होने का मतलब है income will be not shown in this diagram, और ये तो प्राइस है, प्राइस इज कांस्टेंट. इनकम इंक्रीज होने से नॉर्मल गुड की डिमांड बढ़ जाएगी, which means this quantity will increase. आप देख रहे हो, this is going to be increased. ये क्वांटिटी हमारा बढ़ा, and a new demand curve is generated. This dotted new demand curve D1 is generated, which is increased from D to D1. All right, and because it was the price, so price is constant. There is no change in price. So what do we see? We see that whenever there is increase in income, we observe that the demand for normal good increases. We simply observe that the demand for normal good increases. Normal good की demand जो है वो बढ़ जाती है जैसे ही वो increase होता है. All right? Okay, let's move further. Now, inferior goods and income. Let's talk about that. Increase in income leads to decrease in demand for inferior good. देखो प्राइस ऐसे प्राइस रहेगा कांस्टेंट, क्वांटिटी कांस्टेंट रहेगी, ये नॉर्मल डिमांड कर्व थी. लेकिन जैसे ही इंक्रीज हुई इनकम, यानी कि प्राइस के साथ क्या इफेक्ट हुआ होगा, इंक्रीज, जो इंफीरियर गुड की डिमांड है दैट विल शिफ्ट टू लेफ्टवर्ड. ऑल राइट, सेम वे वी हैव सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड्स एज वेल. अच्छा, हाउ डज चेंज इन हैबिट of and fashion will lead to change in demand? How does change in habit and fashion will lead to change in demand? So definitely this will also lead to change in demand. How? Students, like students are there who are suppose a days prefer ballpoint pen, so the demand for ballpoint pen is increasing and the demand for ink fountain pen is decreasing, which means the thing which is in demand, जो trend में है, fashion में है, उसकी demand बढ़ जाती है, जो trend में नहीं होता, जो fashion में नहीं होता, उसकी demand कम हो जाती है. All right. So first of all, if whenever we have to define about that, what are the factors which are responsible for change in demand of the commodity? What are the factors which are responsible for change in demand of the commodity? Then we'll simply say that first of all, the price of commodity itself, which means the price of commodity itself is there, which changes the demand of commodity for the very first time. Because if its own price will rise, the demand will fall. If its own price will fall, the demand will rise. Secondly, there are related goods, the price of related goods, in which we will be explaining about the substitute as well as complementary goods. Then the income of the consumer, in which we have the normal goods as well as the inferior goods. Then we have the taste and preferences and population. So all these factors are there which affect the demand of the commodity. So what all questions you have to just revise in the chapter, which are the long answer questions, and definitely you have to learn all these questions. I'm just mentioning, please write down.